don't know, man. I've been having conversations from loneliness and abandonment through to excitement and revolution. Like it's a very mixed bag of experience out there in the world. It's funny because the news is all about anxiety and fear and pandemic, and like it's really, you watch the news, you're gonna get depressed. There's nothing new about that. So I've actually encouraged my clients to only watch the news every 7 days, just to kind of catch up on what's going on. Outside of that, stop watching the news and get into creative mode. You know what's really going to be interesting after this coronavirus or this pandemic clears, and it will clear. It's just the nature of our existence. It's always going to clear. If it doesn't, we're all going to be wiped out. One way or the other, do something with your life. You know, whatever belief system, whatever outcome you foresee or believe is going to occur, whatever reality you've come up with, the least you can do is do something with your life today and enjoy it. You know, and that's what I've been trying to get all my clients to recognize, is this state of, okay, I have this life, I'm going to create something wonderful with it. Whether that means rest and recovery and just enjoying the beautiful sun that's out, or whether you're going to create and write and or paint or draw or drive somewhere that it completely isolated and on your own, and have kind of these little micro adventures to yourself, create stories, create moments, create experiences, create culture, create art, create anything. You know, this is the creator's freaking wet dream right now, is what we're going through. Granted, it's not the best because we are connected, we are really facing the reality of our finite time on Earth. That is 100% accurate. I could say that we're all facing that globally, but we have never ever existed in a moment in our lives where we're not dying. You know, we're constantly in this process of death, and I think this is what like the ancient mystics and a lot of the new age gurus were starting to get at, was like, hey, we've been dying since the day we were born. You know, we're breathing towards our death. Our first breath has been taken the day we were born, and we're counting down the days until our very last one. Whether that's a year from now, 2 years now, 5 years now, 50 years from now, or 100, it doesn't matter. You are going to that place eventually. But what does matter is what you do in between now and then. You know, so really all that matters is the experience that we're having today. And all you can really do, if you don't know what to do, is pay close attention to what's going on today. So before I really understood what I wanted to do with my time in isolation, I was just looking at what the hell was going on in the world. The news was shit. Didn't want to watch that. That was making me miserable and depressed, so I just stopped. In fact, I started suggesting to all my clients too, only watch the news every 7 days. So then from that point, I'm looking at what's else is going in the world. Right, there's a rise now in terms of video conferencing and calling, and basically we are now going through a new technological revolution because all these new problems are going to occur. They're going to arise. Problems that were always there, but we only started seeing now because we need technology, we need the internet, we need this global communication system. So all the flaws that existed in the technological advancements, they're all going to be cleared within the next now to 5 years. So really what's happening is now we're going through the stage of preparation for a new society to emerge, a new global society to really emerge. You know, we may not be on the same page in terms of narrative and who we are as individuals, and I think that's the beauty of it. We get to be more individualistic with our lives and our creations and our abilities. But I think the way we operate in terms of communication, that's going to be very much all on the same page. We're going to be communicating virtually a lot more. There's going to be less going around to each other's house for tea, which was happening less and less already anyway. Speak to anyone in modern society, you'll be realized we're all locked into these isolated units anyway. So really what's happening is all of that's coming to light, and what's emerging is what to do in that moment of already in that existed state of isolation. There's a whole lot of shit to it. You know, and I think what's important is what can we do during this shift, this paradigm that's shifting. We're going from this old way of operation, especially for a lot of people, which was very robotic. It was very, still and transactional, and there was like everybody's life was in service to some corporation. We are realizing more and more that we ourselves need to be the corporation. We need to be the ones in service to our lives, not into a corporation that grants us life. It's this whole new awareness that needs to emerge in order for us to come out of this in prosperity. pay attention, pay close attention. Look at what's happening, look at the way we're communicating, look at the advances that we need in society in order to excel and continue our evolutionary journey. And you'll find a little pocket, a little niche for you to fill, a little gap, a little bit of truth that you can provide that's going to help move it forward. And that's what we should be focusing on right now, in my opinion.